I finally did it! I tried every Yonex Badminton shoe out there, and in today's video, let me share how I felt about each of these badminton shoes and help you out on getting your next Yonex Badminton shoe. You ready? Let's go! Now, let's start off with the popular 65 Z3s. In my experience, this shoe felt low to the ground, did not have enough cushion, pretty comfortable, but lacked in support. It was just an average badminton shoe. There was nothing really special about it. The upper is soft, but it doesn't really hold your feet well. Therefore, if you are looking for a badminton shoe that really locks your feet in, this isn't the one you should go for. However, if you do not like stubborn and bulky badminton shoes, I do strongly recommend you the 65 Z3s, as it had the softest feeling out of all these shoes. Although they do not excel at a certain part, they are indeed a great combination of comfort, agility, and responsiveness altogether. If you want a soft, comfy badminton shoe without any break-in time, these are the ones you should go for. Now let's move on to this beautiful looking Aerus Z2. If you want fast reaction time and the most barefoot feeling badminton shoe from Yonex, these are the ones you should go after. As it feels super low to the ground, it allowed me to be extra quick on the toes. Also, the fit gives you a hard, stubborn fit, as the upper has that hard, synthetic feel. It did take a few sessions for me to braid these in. However, once I braid these in, wow, it did feel amazing. It gave me a nice, barefoot kind of feel. For the 65 Z3s, for example, the upper was way too soft, so my toes were moving around too much when I was playing. However, for the Aerus Z2, it's more of that hard, solid feeling fit, so my toes felt much more locked in. The cushioning feels pretty hard too. If you're looking for a cushy, bouncy feeling badminton shoe, this is not the one you should go for. However, if you seek repulsion and fast reaction time over everything, you'll absolutely love the Aerus Z2s. I would recommend the Aerus Z2s to players who have a slim build and also to players who want the most low to the ground, barefoot feeling badminton shoe from Yonex. Next up, we got the Eclipsion Z3s in this elegant white and gold colorway. If you are looking for injury prevention, stability, maximum support, this one is the one you should go for. These Eclipsions really grabbed my feet and ankles well, so even in intense training, I did not have to worry about twisting my ankles. It does have more of that stubborn feeling fit, as the shoe is designed for maximum support and stability. With that nice tight locking feel, these Eclipsions really gave me that extra push in my footwork. Same with every other Yonex badminton shoe, the cushioning for the Eclipsions does not feel cushy or bouncy. It certainly does have more of that solid, responsive type of cushioning. Nevertheless, the Eclipsions had the best cushioning out of all these Yonex badminton shoes. The only downside for this shoe is that sometimes it does feel kind of bulky or heavy. However, the excellent fit and support totally compensates for it. I would recommend the Eclipsion Z3s for players seeking maximum support and stability, and also for players who have a big build. Now, let's move on to the Comfort Z3s. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. Before I tried these Comfort Z3s on, I thought these would feel super comfortable and cushy. However, it turns out to be completely opposite. First of all, the upper felt really hard and rigid, and also the cushioning felt rock solid. Since the upper was so solid, I felt like the shoe was not molding nicely to the shape of my foot. It felt like the shoe was not one-to-one with my foot. These Comfort Z3s were definitely not comfortable to me. However, I was quite impressed of how responsive the shoe was. Since it has that hard, solid feeling, it really did push me forward when I was lunging to get the shuttle. It was not as responsive as the Aerus Z2s. However, it did really surprise me on how quick it allowed me to be on my toes. If you are planning to buy the Comfort Z3s thinking it'll be super soft and comfortable, I'll save you. These Comfort Z3s are more of that hard, solid feeling shoe for maximum responsiveness. Honestly, I would not recommend this shoe to my viewers as, in my experience, all these other shoes felt much better in my opinion. However, if you are looking for a hard, solid feeling badminton shoe with nice feedback when you're bouncing off, try the Comfort Z3s. Next up, we got this 88 dial 3 in this beautiful sky blue colorway. Right off the bat, I gotta say I was quite impressed with these 88 dial 3s as it had this soft comfort of the 65 Z3s with the barefoot feeling, low to the ground, hard feeling of the Aerus Z2s. With the BOA dial technology, this shoe tightly locked my feet in, and I really did enjoy the feeling. It also has more padding inside, so it was better than the 65 C3s on the supportive side too. It was surprisingly quick as it does have that low to the ground, barefoot, responsive type of feeling. I would recommend the 88 dial 3s to players who want a quick, responsive, tight feeling badminton shoe with a little bit of support on top. Last but not least, we got this cool looking Cascade Drive 2 in this luxurious gray color. Even though these Cascade Drive 2s are not classified as the Yonex high-end badminton shoe, I had to put it on the list because I was really impressed on how it performs. Remember I said all these other Yonex badminton shoes have more of that hard, responsive type of cushioning rather than a cushy, bouncy feel? That's because most of these high-end Yonex badminton shoes focus more on quick feedback and responsiveness. However, these Cascade Drive 2s had nice, soft cushioning and the fit was absolutely top-notch. If you are looking for an easygoing, comfortable, snug badminton shoe, these Cascade Drive 2s are the ones you should go for. Alright, that's how I felt on each shoe. Now let's move on to frequently asked questions. First off, which one is the most comfortable? I gotta say, these Cascade Drive 2s and the 65 Z3s were the most comfortable as they gave me that nice snug fit as soon as I put my feet in. Next up, which one is the best for wide feet? For my wide feet brothers out there, I strongly recommend the wide fit version of the Eclipsion Z3s. Try it, you'll love it. Alright, which one has the best cushioning? The Eclipsion Z3s. No debate. Which would you recommend for beginners? For my beginner friends out there, I would strongly recommend the Cascade Drive 2s and also the Eclipsion Z3s. Now, last but not least, which one is the best? Now, I know everyone's taste is different. However, in terms of overall balance of fit, cushioning, and performance, I gotta go with the Eclipsion Z3s. Alright, this is it for today's video. I really hope my video helped you out on getting your Yonex badminton shoe. My name is Richard. I'm a badminton enthusiast living in Korea. If you have further questions, feel free to ask down below in the comments section. Thank you for watching.